Good morning, Stinky Daily Shaver. This morning, the real 7 deadly sins of wet shaving. Stay tuned.
Real men shave their faces. Real men shave their faces.
Right, let's grab a brush. It's just it was on Etsy. It was cheap, like $20 with a nice knot. It's actually very soft, this. I actually prefer something with it's okay, but it's a bit, what can I say? I like a little bit more oomph, a little more backbone in me brush. Mostly because look at this face, there's a few days growth as I discussed the 7 deadly sins. And the first one's got to be face prep. Now this is post-shave. First error is making sure you shave after a shower, not before. So this is after my shower. So the first thing I need to do, because it's been a little while since I jumped out, is to make sure I've rehydrated my face. Why shave after, not before? It seems pretty sensible to shave after, because that is when you've already hydrated your face the most. Another thing, face prep. So water, and you can use oil here. You can use a bit of this Parasso, more water. You can use the bloom from off your soap for face prep. The fact is, there's lots of choices when it comes to how you add to the slickness and glide in your shave. Now, one thing I like about this one, the white labelled one, it's got a bit of methanol. Light your face on fire now. Menthol, and you can definitely feel that cold feeling, which is actually a good feeling. Okay, today's soap, Hell or High Water from Ginger's Garden. So take me brush, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, and load it like you love it. Second deadly sin, too much pressure. It's hard to explain, but if you're putting way too much pressure on a shave, particularly if you've made an error in face prep or aggressiveness in your razor. Now, my razor today is an adjustable, and I started off on a low setting and work up during the shave. Then too much pressure can result in very quickly razor burn. First pass razor burn. If there's one thing you want to avoid in a shave, that's razor burn. Also, if you cut yourself or you've made a mistake, it reminds me of the time I didn't tighten the handle down on my razor, picked it up, shaved with it, too much pressure, nearly cut me throat. Note to self, don't cut throat. That's not shaving, that's attempted suicide. Ooh, so there we go. Third deadly sin, Scroogie. Look, these blades are cheap. Single edge, not so much, but you do get more shades out of them. But look, if a blade does not look pristine, time to put it in the blade bank, change it for a new one. If there's a real deadly sin, it's trying to get too much from your razor blade. Now, this razor blade persona is looking at its, what's about 4th shave, and I think today will be its final shave. Now, it's shaving good. The time to change it is while it's still shaving good, not when it starts to tear or burn. Well, that stage, you're probably not going to change it, and you're going to give yourself a subpar shave. Another thing, how many blades do you need? Now, when you shave, you need one sharp edge. Anybody who straight razors with a cutthroat knows you only need a single sharp edge. One of the problems with cartridges, more than any other, is when you screw up, you're screwing up on 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 now. 7 blades in a cartridge. Those blades tend to be very thin, very sharp, and you tend to get multiple problems at once. So if you go any sort of sideways action, you'll get 7 cuts on your face. If you're going to get razor burn, you get 7 times the razor burn. Think about a single edge. Take your time, shave carefully. And on the odd occasion you might screw up, you decide to shave in the shower, or you come to one of my other 7 deadly sins, you actually just reduce the number of things you can have go wrong on your face. Okay, number 4, map your face. For me, my hair grows this way. It grows up on that angle there, up on that angle there. There's a kind of little swirl in each of the corners. That's why I often go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directions, because I like this area to be BBS, but I don't, if there's going to get razor burn, it'll be under the softer part of my neck usually. So being careful, and particularly in that transiting area between your soft neck, your neck and your chin. So just here is an area where I have to be careful and make sure that I get BBS with enough lubrication that I don't get razor burn. Like I say, pet hate razor burn. If you shave in the wrong direction, now by the wrong direction, quite often that means you decide you're going to move over during a shave. Let me show you. And I think, what I want is just this bit here, and I move the razor across on my face without lifting it. You know what happens? You've just gone and cut yourself. Blades have to be always kept perpendicular at the right shaving angle, and they can never have any sideways movement. So if you need to change anything about your blade, it needs to come off your face when you do it. Okay. One of the things about shaving, for the fifth deadly sin is either shaving too often every single day. Sometimes you got to give your face a rest. And the exact opposite, not often enough. Shaving does condition your face. If you shave repeatedly with the same razor, say an electric razor, as an example, every single day, your face will be conditioned to the trauma that you're doing. You can't mix and match electric with a razor blade for the best shave. Stick to one or the other. There is one exception. If you're going out of an evening and you only need a touch-up, I actually have found that electric razors, for a quick, socially acceptable buff, because it's more like electric razor blades, electric razors, they tend to sandpaper your face, which is okay for just flattening off. When you shave, you'll get a sharp edge on the end of your hair. Just flattening that back down so that you've got a, if during the night something happens, she says, honey, she runs her hands over your face. It's nice if she doesn't go, that's a bit scratchy, which leads me to my other big pet peeve for the 7 deadly sins. Number 6, rushing a shave. That's right. You're on a promise. She goes, honey, if you have a shave, we're having sex. Well, you rush into the bathroom and you forget about the 7 deadly sins, and you're dying to get back to bed as fast as you can, or living room, or, cubicle in a change room. I don't know, wherever you freaky people do it. Let's not talk about me, let's talk about you. So, rushing a shave. I tell you, if there is a deadly sin, it is rushing a shave. 3 passes can take, if you're not talking into a camera like I am now, should take, a quick shave's 3 minutes, a good shave's 5. Budget 6 or 7. That gives you a bit of leeway. There's no reason why a person can't have a good shave in, under or around 5 minutes. If they're not talking and you're just shaving, so there's no reason to have a 30-second shave. She will not find it sexy when you climb back into bed and your face is cut up like Freddy Krueger had a go at you. You're dripping blood and you go, honey, I'm good to go. And she goes, I'm not. Turns out there's one thing she might hate worse than hair, and that is blood dripping on her. Okay. Also, one problem you have when you're doing something quickly is you're not doing it right. It is very easy. As I mentioned before, I picked up a razor once. I did not have the handle screwed on. So floppy head, blade gap, slid it across my throat like that and opened up a cut that went from here to here. I told people it was my beheading video. Shouldn't do that at home. So, you're going to make, if you're doing something fast, it's unlikely you're ever going to do it right. So slow down, take your time, make it last as long as you can. If you apply that to a shave, you're doing great. If you apply it to sex, you're doing better. Okay, number 7, the seventh deadly sin of wet shaving. Okay, what is it? Okay, The seventh deadly sin. If pre-shave is a big deal, post-shave. So give me a second while I get ready for my post-shave fit and finish. Now, post-shave, let me talk about post-shave. What are your choices? The first thing you can post-shave is the cheapest. It's almost like the pre-shave, and that's more water. Okay, so if the first thing's water, that's cheap. You've moisturised your skin. Well, you haven't moisturised your skin, so let's go and moisturise our skin. First thing, witch hazel. This is water on steroids. It has witch hazel in it. In this case, it's got some cucumber. Okay, and the cucumber, anybody who's had a facial knows about cucumber. Cucumber's really good for your skin. Second step, third step, so your first step, chuck some water, clean up. Bit of witch hazel, moisturise, help repairing your skin. Third one, some balm, be generous. Remember, you can wipe off any excess onto a towel. Now, anybody who tells me I've done it in the wrong order, I say no. It's at this stage, I'll go for some aftershave or cologne or something. And I may not necessarily aim it at my face. I'll aim it at my neck. I want the smell. This is obsession for men. Beautiful. I think I told everybody. Belonged to my brother. What can I say? He's got heaps of my gear. So every now and again, he leaves something behind, and I reallocate it on a needs basis because stealing is wrong. So there we go. Obsession for men. And there's no need to put heaps of it on my face. So I aim it mostly down this area, it lands on my clothes, the scent will last all day. If it was an aftershave, say Old Spice or something, at this stage, I'd give it a splash, put it on my face. I leave aftershave to last. Post-shave is an absolute necessity. When you're going out and during the course of the day, you wash your hands and you refresh, spruce yourself up a bit, this stuff will re-moisturise in the pores and you'll feel great all day. It is something you do once in the morning and it's good for the rest of the day. So witch hazel, in this order, water, witch hazel, balm, aftershave. In that order. People who don't do it in that order are doing it wrong, and we take you out and we tie you up and we bring you. No, we don't do that. We say you're doing it wrong because my way's right. Look, other people do it in a different order. I think that's the best way to do it. Those were the 7 deadly sins of wet shaving. I've had a great shave. Off for a great day. I hope you are too. Remember, good food, good friends, good shaves are meant. And while it's nice to be important, it's far more important to be nice. Go forth, spread the wet shaver's message. 7 deadly sins? Not me. I'm Stevie Daily Shaver, wishing you all the best of shaves, good shaves, and goodbye.
Real men shave. Real men shave their faces. Real men shave their faces.